Hello and welcome to another week of Emojiathon! Yay! We are in New York City, in case you didn't watch the last vlog. If you didn't, you might be a little bit confused. So, I haven't done any reading. I didn't read anything last night. I was up editing. And then this morning, we haven't been doing a ton. We just filmed a couple of videos, which was really fun. And those will be, you know, edited and uploaded in the next, honestly, month or so. Probably. But we are just getting ready to finally leave, and we're gonna go down to Soho Square, wander around there for a bit. We have a walking tour later, so that is where we are. This is technically our first full day in the city.
Yeah, it is.
So
we haven't done anything yet.
We haven't done anything yet, but hopefully it's great. I failed to check in for almost the entire time that we have been in New York City. Oops. I hope that you've enjoyed the clips that I got in lieu of checking in at any point. Sorry about that.
Guess who hasn't read a goddamn page?
I haven't read anything. I haven't even touched Girl Man's Up. It's literally at the bottom of this enormous stack of books and I haven't gone near it. So, sorry about that. What have we done though? Like, what stuff have we done this week?
Went to Coney Island.
We did go to Coney Island yesterday.
We ate cheesecake.
Oh, we did. We went to Junior's, which had other foods besides cheesecake, but cheesecake was our favorite bit.
I'd really recommend just the cheesecake.
Yeah. We went and saw Anastasia, which wasn't my favorite. I could have done without it. We went to Big Gay Ice Cream.
We did.
That was good. That was good ice cream. I was a fan of that.
And we went to Tipsy Scoops.
We went to Tipsy
I
Scoops.
was a fan of that.
Okay.
Really, we
ate a lot.
We did eat a lot.
We've eaten a lot.
I think we've eaten really well, actually, though.
Yeah, we have.
We had a good time.
Yeah. Today, well, that's the arm I'm holding the camera with. Today is our last full day in the city. I know, I'm against it. And we're still in our hotel because we're actually waiting for C.B. Lee to get here, the author of Not Your Sidekick, because I'm going to be doing an interview with her, and so she should be here shortly. Tonight we're going to Central Park. Probably. We might be doing some shopping, but that is kind of our plans for our last day. Maybe I'll actually read. Unlikely, because I have to edit a video for tomorrow, so. So Janelle is gone. She just went and got on her bus about an hour ago, and I have been here packing up and getting ready, but now it is time for me to check out of the nice hotel room. It was lovely staying here. It was a very nice hotel, but it is time for me to go. I still haven't read anything, but hopefully I'll be reading stuff tonight because I'll be getting on a plane. But for now, I have about 5 hours of time to take up, so I'm gonna go meet up with my family, who's also here. They just haven't really been in any of the vlogs. And I guess we're gonna go try to do a couple of New York-y things before we head out. Hi there! It is a new day, and I am back in my bedroom at home. So clearly we made it through the plane ordeal that happened last night. It was an ordeal. We sat on the runway in our plane just driving around for 2 hours while they tried to find us a slot for takeoff. So an extra 2 hours in a plane that we weren't expecting. We landed in the airport a little after midnight, and then I didn't get home until around 1:30, didn't get into bed until around 2. It was a lot, and I was exhausted. But because, I spent an extra 2 hours yesterday on a plane that I wasn't expecting, I finished reading Girl Man's Up by Emmy Gerard. Done and done. This, once I actually sat down and read this, it went fairly quickly. I didn't love it. I just felt like it was so full of internalized misogyny that was never fully addressed or worked out, and I had kind of a problem with that the main character Penn spends a lot of the book complaining about what other girls are like and having these really strict binary definitions of what girls do and what boys do, and I just feel like even though she became a better character, a lot of that was never really addressed, and that made me really uncomfortable and unhappy because I felt like women in general were being kind of demonized, especially femme women. As it was, I only gave it 3 stars. I thought some of it was done well, and then the rest of it, I just really didn't enjoy the reading process, so I'm really sad about that, but that is another challenge down and another book down. On the plane, while I was sitting there, I only had my Kindle left, and I was like, what do I have on my Kindle? I have a couple of books on my Kindle right now, so I started reading Noteworthy by Riley Redgate, which is like a contemporary about a girl at like an art school, and she keeps not getting cast and stuff because her voice register's too low. And so she disguises herself as a boy and auditions for the men's choir on campus. I was expecting to not really like this book, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm about 25% through that, but I have to get up and eat because I have to get up and eat, and then I'm gonna have to unpack today, and a video is just about done uploading, and so I'll finally have posted a video a day late. Yeah, I'm gonna get up and eat. By the way, this is how I'm keeping track of everything. We've got all the books I have to read and all the books I've read, and then all the challenges and everything that I've completed. So where is... Oh, I have now officially read Girl Man's Up. I'll fix that later. And then challenges. The challenge for this was read a book you've been anticipating, which is right here. So there we go. I've moved over my challenges. So today consisted of me doing almost nothing, but it's the day after a vacation, so I'm forgiving myself for that. I stayed in bed until like noon, and I read none of my book. And my only defense for that is that I'm almost to the end of Sense8 Season 2, and I can't stop watching it. I almost stayed up way too late trying to finish the show, and I managed to prevent myself from doing that, but it means that I didn't read any of Noteworthy, so oops. Tomorrow I'm going to be getting up and I'm going to be going to work again, and hopefully I will push myself to read more of Noteworthy tomorrow. Most of it. I would like to read most of Noteworthy tomorrow, and that's the plan. Oh, and I have to film my video for Friday, which is going to be a haul of a bunch of the stuff that I bought in New York, so that's also in the plans for tomorrow. Oh, and I'm seeing Wonder Woman. I'm seeing Wonder Woman tomorrow. Yes! I am desperately trying to read, but someone wants all the attention in the world. Don't you, Leia? Yeah. Nope. Nope. Come here. She just won't let me read. Every time I hold up my Kindle, she's like, no, it's all about me. Isn't it? Is it all about you? Is it all about you? So, do I look different now that I have seen Wonder Woman? Do I appear a different person now that I have finally seen Wonder Woman? I don't know why I tried to vlog without glasses. I can't see anything. So I did go and see Wonder Woman today. I really, really liked it. After all the reviews I was hearing, I was sure I was going to enjoy it. And I did. It was great. And the Amazons fighting was probably my favorite bit of the entire movie. When Robin Wright, like, vaulted over 3 guys and shot 3 arrows at once and did the fancy split thing, my heart was alight and everything was good in the world. That was a lot for me. Honestly, Amazon's fighting is just gonna stick with me most from that movie. I don't think it's convinced me to be a part of, like, the DC wagon because I don't really like other DC movies, but solid movie, really well done, and I super appreciated the fact that that was, like, the first female-led superhero movie we've had. I think that it sets a really good bar for those going forward, and I'm really happy that it was great and that it did well, and I'm hoping that that means we get more female-led superhero movies soon, because it filled a special little hole in my heart that made me very, very happy. Beyond that, I read another, like, a huge chunk of Noteworthy this afternoon, just sitting on my couch when my cat would actually let me get to the book. So I'm about 60% of the way through. According to my Kindle, it's going to take me like another hour and a half to finish the book. It's about, I just looked at my clock. There's no batteries in this clock. This doesn't mean anything. It's a new clock that I haven't put batteries in. It is not 10:06, it's like 12:30. But I'm gonna read a little bit more of Noteworthy now, open it back up, see how much more I can get done. Wish I could finish it, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I think after I finish Noteworthy, I'm going to start reading More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera, which I'm very excited about because I am buddy reading it with Taryn, my friend from Twitter. And then I'll actually be buddy reading another book on Saturday with Dylan, so buddy reading is in my future. I'm going to hunker down now, though, and read Noteworthy, and then I will probably fall asleep and think about Diana Prince. Okay, so I'm used to waking up and having a cat get into my room. It's usually Leia. It wasn't Leia. It's Cleo this time. Come here, get off of there. Get over here. Hi, Cleo. Good morning.
Currently eating the best snack to watch one of the best musicals, in my opinion.
So, I failed to tell you this all day, but I finished reading Noteworthy last night before I went to sleep. And the good news about Noteworthy is that I actually loved it. It was so much fun. And I think it's mostly due to the characters. I just think that the characters were so likable and funny and authentic, and they all had lives that felt really fleshed out, even if they weren't the main characters, which is, I think, something essential for side characters if you want them to be believable and real. But mostly I loved the narration. I think that the main character's voice was so strong, and that is what kind of got me through everything, is that I just loved Jordan's voice so much. I can't believe how much I enjoyed reading Noteworthy by Riley Rudgate. It's kind of ridiculous. It was a great contemporary, one of my favorites that I've read this year so far. And with that out of the way, it is time for me to start reading More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera, and I am very excited about this one. I've been hearing about it nonstop. I am buddy reading this with, like I said, my friend Taryn on Twitter. She has already started it, but we're in very different time zones, so that's, you know, she's already got a head start, but that's fine. So today was kind of rough. I lost my credit card, which was terrible, and that was just like this big thing in the middle of the day that kind of made everything else feel 100 times worse. Like, I drove to get me and my sister lunch, got the lunch, drove all the way home, and I didn't get myself any lunch, and that was infuriating because then I was hungry, and then I got chocolate on my new shirt, which I got off later, but at the time was infuriating. So it's just been kind of like an annoying Friday, but Zoe and I watched the first half of a Harry Potter sequel. Always fun to watch that, and now I'm gonna sit down and read, and I think this Friday night is turning out a lot better than the Friday during the day was. That is the summary of this story. So I'm gonna sit down and read now. Okay, so it is the end of the day on Saturday. I think that this is going to be my last check-in for this vlog. We're gonna wrap up here and start in on the next week's worth of like reading and videos and such. I just barely finished reading Coffee Boy by Austen Chant. I read it all in one go today. Well, not all in one go, but I read it all in one day. Coffee Boy was one of my 2 buddy reads that I am doing this month. I did my buddy read of this with Dylan. I'll leave his channel in the description below. You should be following him. on YouTube and on Twitter. I liked Coffee Boy, but it reminded me super strongly of fan fiction and just like the vibe of fan fiction in general, and I read a whole lot of fan fiction, so that might have been why I liked it a lot more than I think Dylan did. I mean, it was just, you know, it was guys flirting and cuteness and romantic tension and sexual tension, and the main character Kieran is trans and gay, and that's like Own Voices rep, and it was really good. I've read Peter Darling, Austin Chant's other book, and I enjoyed that one. I think that he's a strong writer, and I just think it was a really enjoyable reading experience. If you like fan fiction, I think you will definitely like Coffee Boy. It was a fun romance, and I enjoyed it. So that is 7 books down total for the Emojiathon, and 9 challenges completed. This week, in particular, I think I just read 3 books. Yeah, I read 3 books. I read Girl Man's Up, Noteworthy, and Coffee Boy, and I got through about 60 pages of More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera, which this is my other buddy read that I'm doing with Taryn, but like I said, I'm only 60 pages through. It's okay so far. I'm hoping that I end up liking it a little bit more than I'm currently liking it. So that is where I'm at on Emojiathon, on reading, on this week in general. I hope if you are participating in this readathon that it is going well for you. It's nearing the end of the day. I think I'm going to settle in and watch an episode of Sense8 before I jump into More Happy Than Not, and then I'm going to go to sleep. And tomorrow's Father's Day, which you will see in another vlog. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you have watched it all the way to the end, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!